being a Falcons fan, they had just signed Kirk Cousins. What was your reaction to the pick when they selected Penix at 8?
So I didn't believe it. One of our guys, Jake Winnikine, we like I said, we were live for that draft as well. And when he announced it, I didn't believe him and had him show me on Twitter, and I lost it. I took off my jersey, threw it across the room. I was more mad because not the player that we drafted. I thought Michael Penix was good in college. I thought he was an outstanding prospect. But like you said, we signed Kirk Cousins. We were building for Kirk Cousins. I thought the guys we had around him on offense with Drake London and Bijan and Algier, I thought Mooney was going to be a good number two. Kyle Pitts I was a little wrong about last year, but I thought the offense was there. And I thought we needed to address defense. Go get Dallas Turner. Go get Jared Verse. Go get Leitu out of UCLA. I thought we had the chances to go get the first defensive player, and we didn't. Now, in 2020 hindsight, obviously, it is what it is. It worked out. The contract so much wasn't the best. But like you said, we were playing for Kirk Cousins. I was mad at the moment because I feel like we didn't need a quarterback. I just felt like we had everything ready to compete and maybe make a small little run. But fortunately, it worked out.
Now, it wasn't quite exactly how it worked out, but it was similar to back in 2020 when the Packers drafted Jordan Love, even though they had Aaron Rodgers and he still had a few more years left. That's kind of what I remember that kind of being like, but it was weird because you signed Kirk Cousins
Yeah.
to that big of a deal, and then you draft Penix when defense was the biggest need. Now, this year they went the complete opposite. They went back-to-back defense, which kind of shocked me as well, but which actually brings me into the other point. Were you happy that they got Jalen Walker at 15, which was good, but then trading back into the draft for James Pierce, did you like that or not?
I like getting him if we can. Let me rephrase it. I like getting him. I didn't like giving up the first.
Mm-hmm.
If it was a second, I would have been a little more okay with it. Now, this just shows me maybe the Falcons aren't as high on next year's pass rushers, and maybe that's the case. I did some digging around. If we're going to be in the 20s next year, which is what we're hoping to be, or even the 30s if we somehow win the Super Bowl, we're not going to get that top pass rusher like a Jalen Walker or a James Pierce or, the guys like Abdul Carter. So maybe James Pierce Jr., I know he's got off the field issues or in the locker room issues, but he is, in my opinion, a top 3, top 4 pass rusher of this class, along with Jalen Walker. Go get him. We see these teams like the Rams and all these teams in the past trade picks away and they try and compete that way. If that's the case, I'm all for it. Now, we're not – it's the same thing with Michael Penix. I kind of reeled the moment in because 2020 hindsight at the end of the season is going to tell me all it needs to be. I'm not happy with the first round that we gave up, but I'm okay with the player because I do think he's a top 3 or 4 pass rusher in this year's class.